Hey there, I'm Radical Dreamer, and as a child of the 90s, I loved comic books. Even today, I still read 2 to 3 titles a month. So when I found out that Sucker Punch, the makers of Sly Cooper, had teamed up with Sony in order to make a new video game based on comic books in general, I was more than pumped. So now that it's out, I can finally review to you Infamous.
That was a terrible introduction. Your fanboy rant reflects neither neutrality nor competence.
Okay then. Moving on. Infamous is the story of bike messenger Cole McGrath in the fictional Empire City. After the package he's carrying explodes, he wakes to find that on one hand, he has control over electricity, and on the other, he's being blamed for the bombing. Thus, with the city quarantined and mutated gangs in control of the streets, Cole must save the city, one way or another.
Your summary is passionless and bland. You failed to capture the essence of the game.
Oh, do tell. Please, show me how it's done.
My name is Cole McGrath. I cross the rooftops at night, searching for justice. But justice is often the last thing I find. The city is diseased. Gangs rule the streets and prey on the weak. The people cry out for a hero. I'm not the hero the city wants, nor the hero the city needs. But I'm the only hero it's got.
Let's just hope you're the kind of hero that goes away after being blatantly ignored. A large part of the story revolves around hero/villain choices. However, most of the time, these choices don't affect the story, only the gameplay. In fact, after beating the game as both sides, I think that the game creators lean towards the villain version being the true story of the game. Not only is the game called Infamous, which one could call a major hint, but there is a main character who abruptly disappears in the heroic narrative, never to be heard from again. This leaves part of the story feeling unfinished. In the villain version, however, she remains a main character, contacting you several times and sending you on missions. The game plays in 2 distinct ways. When in battle, it plays like a standard third-person shooter. As you progress, you will gain new and powerful attacks after connecting directly into the power grid at various points through the city. You can power these attacks up whenever you want, as long as you're heroic enough and have enough XP. When moving around the city, it plays more like an adventure game. You can climb, glide, or grind your way across the city in a way that truly makes you feel like a superhero. Unfortunately, where these two game types meet is where problems arise. In order to make jumping and climbing as easy as possible, you are drawn like a magnet to the nearest grabbable object. However, if you are ever trying to quickly jump around a corner in the middle of a fight, you will most often find yourself stuck to a wall out in the open instead.
Perhaps your inferior crime-fighting abilities are at fault and not the game.
Shut up! Littered across the city are story missions, which advance the main plot, and side missions, which allow you to take territory from the gangs and put it under your control. Also included are 15 good and 15 evil, mutually exclusive special missions. The types of missions vary greatly and range from taking out armored bus tanks to jailbreaks. The game sadly has only 4 true boss fights, though many of the normal fights in the game are just as epic.
A true hero does not complain about the villains he fights. He merely defeats them.
Yeah. Thanks for that. The graphics look great. The comic cutscenes that bookend important events are well made, and unlike that crap in the Mirror's Edge, they serve to complement the overall atmosphere of the game. The city is well rendered, though there is some occasional pop-in while grinding at high speeds. Cole and the other characters look decent, but I have a question to Cole's character design team. Why is it when Cole goes evil, that also means he forgets basic hygiene? How is it that dirty equals evil? He looks like he got a black slime bukkake for Christ's sake. But anyway, as far as the graphics go, it is the lightning powers that steal the show. Oh, and the explosions. You'll see tons of awesome explosions. As for sound, Why is it that every hero these days sounds like they smoke 10 packs a day and gargle with gravel?
Christian Bale is the greatest thing to happen to superheroes in the past century. How better to instill fear than to threaten them with violence when they can't even understand your questions?
Overall, the plot is a bit thin, but this stems from the fact that there are only 7 characters in the whole game, and that's a number that drops rapidly the further you play. The gameplay is excellent and finely tuned. However, that won't stop you from sticking to a wall at the worst possible moment. The graphics are very good the whole way around. And there are no extras, but honestly, this is a game that doesn't need them. So, did Infamous succeed in what it was trying to do? Oh, come on!
Infamous is a good game, but it still fails to capture the brooding seriousness present in the holy grail of superhero action, The Dark Knight.
Alright, that was the last time. I'm gonna find you and kick your ass. Who the hell do you think you are?
They call me the Garbage Man because I take out the trash.
Oh, ow, that was so bad it actually hurt.
I don't need to be nearby to dump on you.
This stinks.
Ah.
Well, it seems I'm not defenseless after all. My friends say that I'm a very punny guy.
You'll have to do better than that, or you'll be bin and gone.
Oh, you're in a heap of trouble now, Garbage Man. I'm the master of trash talk. Reviewing games is a dirty business, so I'm gonna kick your ass to the curb.
Mercy, Dreamer. Mercy.
Sorry, Garbage Man. You just got canned. Dear Sir, we the lawyers representing Lyman and Lyman, hereby referred to as the first party representing Christian Bale. Copyright infringement for using his voice without permission? Damn you, Christian Bale!